So we just gotta go into this temple, go find this Paisley person, and bring him back. Is that what we're doing here? Because I feel like we're getting nowhere, and
yes,
this
you are
one
so
is
Life's this.
starting to get on my nerves. So,
Well, the sooner we accomplish this mission, we can
doing?
separate.
Yes, and on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and leave y'all. And he snaps his fingers, and you see him disappear in a gout of blue glitter.
I just think
I'm
what
gonna
you
go
are is
over-
an abomination.
I'm gonna mage hand and go
You're
pick
just
up the cup
against
and,
the
like,
natural
clean it out.
order.
You're against the
Unsort.
No, I'm very for
They're
it.
trying to.
I get paid extra for
I
it.
feel like we're not doing a stealth mission. That's
I'm
definitely
gonna
fair.
walk over and just bop both of you on the head.
Ow.
No, you don't get to bully people over being alive and dead. We'll talk about the rabbit later, I promise. Just try not to antagonize them, please. Which way is the direction that we were told to go?
To the sanctum.
So you look behind where Windleby was, and you would see a large steel door with ancient, as you had discerned, discordant writing.
Okay. So, does anyone know how to read that? I don't.
Read?
Answered. Okay, well,
You're illiterate?
let's. We gotta go do a
Let's play a
thing.
problem.
We assume there's going to be
Like a holy
danger.
book.
I'm a wizard. I can cast magic. What can you do? Besides be rude to dead people.
I'm not trying to be rude to the dead person. I'm trying to return him to the natural order. All I do is I kind of focus on keeping things natural.
So, I'll tell you what. I'm a warlock, and I think I got something that can help us real quick. So, let me try to reach out to Sky Daddy and whisper some secrets.
Okay.
Right? And
So I need to come over there, I'm hearing? Or...
Well, oh no, that's Whispered Secrets is one of my
Oh,
spells.
Oops, sure, I knew that.
With the
Anyways.
dead.
So what does it do?
Can speak with the dead without expending a spell slot.
There is no
Finish
dead
up-
here.
finish
yeah, I
up.
was
How
gonna
do we know?
say, unless you're
How do
speaking
we
with
know?
yourself.
Unless
Is
you
there
want to
any dead
detect
here that
it.
if I cast it?
Would he detect them naturally?
I mean, you have limited spell slots, don't you? As a warlock?
Yes.
Yes, very limited.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Harshly
I think
limited.
that you should take this metagaming opportunity to save your spell, because you can discern there's no...
It
dead
smells.
people
It smells dusty, not deady.
Gotcha. I was wondering if anyone had potentially passed away earlier before, you know.
I mean, you.
Okay, so you can do some flavor of magic. You can do what exactly?
I was the Wayfinder for my village, and then there was a ceremony, and then the Lord of Death chose me as his individual patron, and then I talked to the rabbit, and now I'm here. So
Or
we're
you
just
like
kind of having a thing.
warlock, or like a cleric, or like a what's your deal? What do you do as a day job? Like, I'm trying to understand so we can plan something out and go do things.
I'm 16. I don't have a day job. I just got out of school.
This all makes sense now. Okay. And so
Clearly,
I'm
it's
just
gonna be a journey with Brynn and Love.
I was
figure
gonna
it
say,
out.
I figured that we'll figure out what you can do. What do you do?
My magic comes from nature, so I'm more of a druid. So
Okay. Well,
I get down with trees and
if you're a
whatnot.
druid, can't you read what's on the door? It looks druidy. It's fae related.
I'll give an attempt, I guess. I am not proficient in
That's not one of your languages? I thought...
Elvish, though. It's a
Well, you,
Oh,
as
okay.
a druid, you get
Gotcha.
druid.
druid,
basic,
but this is
common.
Fae, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I can read it.
Oh, yeah,
If
you
it's-
can.
Yeah, discordant.
Yes, it is
Looks
discordant.
like discordant. So let me get a little closer look at this.
Okay, so you are reading this discordant wording on the temple door, and it reads, "The nursery. To the nursery."
All right. To the nursery we have to go. This says, I don't know where the nursery is, but we'll figure it out, right?
We're not gonna figure it out by not moving.
Yeah,
so
we should,
let's start moving, and we can solve our problems as a group as we go.
Brynn takes a deep breath and takes a small bit of the potpourri she's been carrying around in her pouch to remind her of home, and kind of sniffs it, and all of a sudden gets a flash vision of her god giving her guidance, and there's a dark being basically giving her a symbol, picking her up, shaking her violently, and throwing her with these three. So she blinks and harumphs, goes, "Yeah, it's that way. I just asked." All you guys saw was my eyes glow an unnatural black energy.
Yeah, you spaced out for 30 seconds.
I was gonna say, do you need like a? I can probably get like a.
Are you good, Brynn?
I mean, I think so. I haven't. I
Your eyes
haven't
changed color.
Well, I haven't killed anyone. Well, I take that back. I haven't slaughtered the children yet. So the god of death says we go this way.
To the nursery, I'll take it, sir.
Well, there's no reason to question that one, I think.
The god of death.
And yet you're questioning Pod's lifestyle.
It's unnatural.
Judgment free, right?
I'm gonna go against that and say some judgment, because I'm not about slaughtering children here.
How is this?
I feel like if there's children right now, there's a lot of neglect going on with these kids.
I mean, it could be a place of plants, at which point our druid friend here would fit right in. Maybe So that's what we're doing. We're gonna go see the flowers.
All right, let's go to the nursery.
To the nursery.
To the nursery.
Hope there's poppies.
So you push open the door, and you would see on the walls. You all smell something strange in the air, as suddenly you would see a big gout of flame dot along the side of the hallway, and metagaming for a second, it's kerosene, and you all are not familiar with that. These are kerosene lamps in this ancient temple. So to do a little lore recap for folks.
Retrofitted this place.
Well, so
Renovations of clearly.
lore recap.
Magic
The ancient temples in Faradun hold ancient technology that is a mystery to you all, but is not like their secrets are lost to time. You all have no idea how any of this works. As far as what you just saw, that ain't science, that is witchcraft. Like, just boof, 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 boof. Flaming, just constantly like a saddling torch kind of thing.
I throw my peppermint
lights.
tea at it.
You would see it go dim just briefly, but then flare right back into light.
I'll walk a little bit ahead of us.
Okay.
I will stand at the dead man's side and go even and go.
I'll give you respect for that. That's cool. They talk a lot of crap about me, but at least you're willing to die with me. Wouldn't be my first time.
Just have to make sure that those still taking breath are taken care of. They have a future to fulfill. And
Yeah, let's keep walking. Come on.
I'm gonna just look to you and be like, I felt like that was going really sweet, and then it turned sour.
Yeah.
Real fast.
So, incidentally, between the two of you walking together, who has the higher dexterity modifier? You two leading.
probably not I. I have a +1.
+1. Okay.
I got a
Would
13.
you scoot to the mat a little?
Sure.
Just so we can...
Yes.
But I do have dark vision.
So you have +1. What do you have, sir?
As far as my abilities go, or I don't know.
Your ability modifier for your dexterity.
I'd be a 2.
2. Okay. So you, sir, first, you're going to go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
You roll a d20, and then add 2.
Only 2?
I think.
He's a swamp rat.
Unless he's proficient in dexterity saving throws.
He's not.
He wouldn't get that.
No, 6, 9, that's 6.
That's a 6.
6. All right.
So, I'm going to reveal a cool mechanic that my character has. See, I saw the little bit of the future, and I figured something bad was going to happen. So your roll's a 16 now. I'm going to use one of my portents for the day to replace his roll before we know if it's failure or success with a 16.
Okay.
Good
All right.
Onyx.
So, it is a good thing that she went ahead and waggled her fingers and then thrust her hand out just as you were stepping ahead. Because just as you step on a panel in the floor, you would see two immense, almost spindles, just jut out of the ground and break the earth with spinning blades right in front of you.
Jeez.
And you would actually feel the air waft past you as you were just about to walk straight into it.
Yeah.
After it passes by, and it's like very clearly after the fact, and he's reacting, I'll put my hand up. Oh, watch out!
Oh, thanks.
I'm just gonna walk up behind you and just
Nice.
let's not do that. Can we? Gonna look down the hall. We can see how many of these spindles?
You would see the two.
Can we see anything past the second spindle?
You would see just the ending of the hallway that then branches off into another right-hand turn.
All right. Is there any way I could take a piece of rock or chunk debris and lock the mechanism that has it rotating out? Now that we've seen it.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
That's a really good idea. Do you need help with that?
I would love some help.
I would love to assist you with this.
Okay, so assist. That's advantage on the roll. So let's see.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
So, as you are looking around for a mechanism to jam, you instead see on just barely able to see, it was covered in so much excess vines and debris, there is a lever. And you're going to go ahead and just slowly lift it up and then bowl it just underneath the spinning blades, and you all would watch as the rock would then trip up and then hit the lever, and the blades would then stop spinning.
Wow,
Well done, Brynn.
Hey,
that worked out.
that was a great throw.
You found the trap. That you did a great thing.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
There.
Are we
Sorry
together?
for slamming your hand.
Cohesion.
All right. Well, I have a thought.
Did it hurt? Mine hurt. Anyway.
I'm just. Nix is just gonna give you this incredulous look of just like, they're not worth. Just very clearly painted on her face, and she's gonna whistle and go. And a little raven is going to appear on her shoulder. A little green and black raven. Just gonna pet it and go, Mint, could you fly down to that corner and come back, please?
The bird then flutters off of your shoulder there, and flies a couple of paces before getting down and then doing a couple little hops and then a little skip and flutter again.
As Mint gets to the corner, I'm gonna see through their eyes and see what I can see.
Okay. So, as you are peering through what looked like almost a sepia kind of color scheme, you would see the hallway once again goes off to the right, and just a little bit further down the hallway you would see there's another branching. There are two different branching I suppose southerly hallways heading down. There's one on the left, one on the right.
Obvious things that are trying to kill us.
Go ahead and give me a perception check with your bird.
It's a good question if I used my perception or the bird's perception. Well,
I thought that you always had to use whatever you had for the bird. Usually it's better though. You don't have the beast written down?
Not immediately. But it's a 13, so we'll go with that for now and figure it out.
All right. We'll just go with yours to make this easier instead of having to look that up. So, 13 plus what's your?
No, that's my total. 13.
Oh, that's your total. I thought that was your
Yeah.
total. Okay. So the bird is just constantly cocking and twitching its head, as a bird will do. And you do not see anything sus down the main hallway. You said the bird was just at the end of the hallway. It didn't actually walk down.
No, just fly down, take a look, and fly back.
Right. Okay. So yeah, you don't see anything down the main hallway before the other ones branch off.
Mint's gonna fly back and land on my shoulder. I'm just gonna gently pet Mint on top of the head and be like, "That's a good girl, and she'll disappear.
Fair enough. All right.
Well, it
So
doesn't look like there's anything immediately trying to kill us, so maybe we just can continue on, but more carefully this time.
Sounds good.
I can use my conspiracy weave to help with my investigation skills, which would double my proficiency bonus.
Ooh.
Watch out for the ship, so maybe I should take the lead. I've got pretty good eyes.
Oh yes, please. I will happily keep up the rear.
fair enough. So I'm
this
hearing Pod and Jericho are going to go ahead and take the lead, and you both are walking down the hallway, and you walk past what were once spinning blades of death. And you would see that they're very much rusted, they're aged, so you would have gotten some nice tetanus too, in addition to the nasty cuts. But otherwise, they do indeed seem deactivated, thanks to the expert throw of Brynn. But
You know, Brynn, I feel like we're really coming together here.
We just have to keep letting the dead guy find all the traps.
I feel like we should stop calling him the dead guy and start calling him by his name. I feel like that's a good first step for you.
I was just gonna say that you throw like a girl, which is a compliment. Because that was a hell of a throw.
Fair. Appreciate it. You have a name?
Pod.
They did tell it to you not that long ago, Brynn.
I
Less
listen
than
to the
5
living.
minutes.
It's one step forward, 2 steps back.
We'll get there eventually.
I think they'll have to do it on their own. You can't force
If you
this.
ever really want to, I'll just give you a nice little boost, and you can give him that little pimp smack.
Nyx is just gonna like look at you and just be like, yay? Just not understanding at all what you just said, but just like, yeah, thanks. It sounded nice.
I think if you don't want to talk to him, just look at the book. It confuses them.
The biggest thing is Pod just turns around from everybody and just starts seemingly talking to himself, where he's just asking Sky Daddy to punish Brynn, for not shutting up.
I'm gonna lean over to Brynn and like whisper, so the dead do tell tales.
I know. I listen to them all the time, but they're supposed to stay dead when they do it.
I am gonna have so many interesting conversations once we're not in an active death trap.
That's
Sky
probably
Daddy,
fair.
Just real quick, Sky Daddy, just real quick.
So we're gonna
So
continue
we're at a
down the
doorway
hall
and there's a hallway.
with
Yeah,
our
so-
two wonderfully intelligent and dexterous people in front,
my God.
ready to catch themselves.
Start a phone on
And
me.
I'm totally not venting for space here. So
But as we're
Brynn,
as we're pushing our way down and we make our way past the traps and we slowly kind of get our way, Pod and Brynn, work their way up and we get to the
well,
next...
so Jericho
Took the lead.
and Pod are
Yeah.
leading
Okay.
taking the
As we get to the entryway for the hall, Jericho kind of peek his head maybe around the corner and do a perception check down the hallway, see if he sees any traps.
Sure thing. Do a perception check.
11.
All right. You look down the hallway, and you would see once again, Miss mysterious gas lights, lighting the way down the hallway, and you would not see anything sus down this hallway. Just the two branching hallways off, to the side there, off your right.
Let's check out the larder before we go to the nursery, so you don't have anything behind us as we journey forward.
I feel like that
I'd rather
makes
not get
perfect sense.
to have something come for us from behind. That doesn't sound like a good time in this situation.
Incidentally, you came upon the door frames to be able to read the writing, and you would be like, yeah, you can go down to the nursery, you can go down to the larder. You then actually peer down the hallway that leads to the nursery, and I'm zooming out so I can do this large swath of map to reveal.
Big map. And
Yeah, you would see that there are immense pits that are, so to speak, teethed. Is that the word? Yeah, with spikes.
Spiked?
Yeah, spiked. Spikes going on either side, and then on one of the sides you would see a spinning saw blade. And there's, one pretty much on each side. I'm trying to have this thing. It is moving, right?
Yep.
Yes.
You're good.
So
It's kind of centered.
Yeah,
you can see it.
it. So that is what you see down there, and immense chandelier in the middle of it.
And that's heading to the nursery.
Correct.
It's awful. Let's
Larder?
go the other way first.
Larder?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I
Larder.
feel like
Larder.
we're probably going to have to go this way.
You said you were hungry.
Yeah,
larder.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're just the most courageous group, and I'm so proud of us.
I feel like we got time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
Wimbledon
it's
didn't
not
seem
like-
like he was in a rush.
It's not like anything's coming through there. Yeah.
I mean, I literally. Yeah. That we got time.
Sky Daddy will save us if need be. We'll be fine. Let's go. This way.
I'm gonna just hold up a finger and just open my mouth like I want to say something to you, and just think better of it, and then think about doing it again, and just sigh and just follow you.
I'm gonna keep looking around and go, well, I don't think the Grim Spectre who steals your breath in the night is around, so we should be safe. We're good.
Creepy stuff you're saying is not helping the situation.
I don't see him right now. He's not around. I think we're okay.
She knows how to set the mood.
How would if we're okay, you just say nothing?
But then, if I don't say, he could be standing right behind you, gently caressing you.
Then tell me if he's standing behind you.
So I need to know walking order as you guys are about to walk down this hallway that you see at the end.
We were saying these two were going
Still the same.
Still the
front,
same.
and then it was, I assume,
Brynn.
Yeah, Jericho and I are still in the lead.
In the lead? Okay.
Jericho
All right,
and,
I will
two
take
of
up
us
the
are-
back then, and kind of because I have the ability to see, and I was kind of used to being a scout, I will keep an eye on the back so nothing comes up behind us because they brought that up.
Fair enough. So we're gonna do that game again of who has the higher dexterity modifier between Pod and Jericho.
I'm at 1, so I get Pod's still
Pod's at
2.
2.
Pod still. All right, Pod. Give me another dex save.
dexterous.
Pod, my dear boy. Oops.
We need to get some rolling.
19.
training.
So 21.
All right, I lied. We keep
Okay.
floor is the best roll.
So, Pod, as you are stepping forward, you would feel a light snap as a piece of twine snaps between your feet, and then you would see these immense, guillotine blades fire out of the walls and then recede back into their homes. You seem to set off the trap. You can try to do a perception check if you want to see if there's any additional triggers to cause those to jut back out.
I feel like you're hitting a lot of these. Do you need help with this?
Yeah, I'm
I feel
gonna
like you're
cast
having a
guidance.
bad.
I'm gonna touch Pod while he's checking and cast guidance on you.
Just wanted to
I'm going to roll for perception. see what we got going on here.
Just let me know if you need some
That's
help with
11
this.
plus 2, 13.
Plus you get guidance, so it's
Plus
a
four.
D4.
Yeah.
Add a
Roll a
D4. The triangle.
Pyramid. Caltrop.
1.
15.
15. Okay.
Respectable.
Yeah, so you go ahead and pick up the little piece of twine that you had snapped, and you start tracing it to the wall, and you're trying to trace your hands just along the edifice, trying to see if you can find anything else. You do not feel that there are any other triggers down this hallway.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're good. Doesn't seem like this is leading to anything else, so let me keep going up front.
I think this is a great idea,
And,
Todd. Just lead the way, and I will happily follow behind you.
Yeah, and I'll
Pod-
test
Pod,
the food first too. I'll
Can
make
you
sure we're good.
see down here?
I can't.
Okay, just want to make sure. I don't know how your dead eyes work.
There we
mean,
just.
Kerosene
ask
lamps
people if they
everywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I assume it's still illuminated.
Brynn, are you having the Nyx is gonna point to the light sources in the hall? Can you see those?
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to check in because I was
Yeah.
concerned for your welfare.
It's just because I'm a swamp revenant doesn't mean I don't have characteristics from before.
They could have melted out of your face. I don't know.
You know, that's fair, I guess.
I'm not here to judge you,
I
except
wasn't sure what
of
to
all the
expect when
judgment
this
I'm
happened
passing.
either, you know?
It's gonna poke you both forward, just like we're gonna get there one day. Just a smile on the outside.
I just start humming like giddily as we're just going down this hallway.
So you would find at the end of the hallway a large golden chest. And there's a little lever at the end there.
I'm gonna go investigate these things as I'm very curious about them.
I feel like this makes us pirates.
Can you peg leg?
What does a 15 get me?
So, 15, you walk up to the lever and you just go,
I feel like I poke it with my staff, just like,
clunk, clunk.
Huh?
And as you do, you would see that it is threatening to trip. And I'm going to do this fun mechanic that one of my DMs did before called a luck roll, which everyone rolls a d20. And then the way that it goes is it's high odd, low odd. So odds in general are bad. A low odd is meh, sort of bad luck. High odd, not great. And then vice versa, high even, great things. Low even, yeah, not the worst thing.
That one, baby.
I was gonna say I got a 7, so I feel like I didn't do so great on this.
19.
Nick's is
I-
lucky.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad I didn't do the worst.
So that's me.
So,
the worst.
Odds are bad. You got the high odds.
yeah.
in your favor.
You're the clear.
All right. So, Pod, as she is continuing to poke this lever, it suddenly trips, and you would watch as the blades that had just receded, one of them comes lurching at you as you had just been waiting for her to inspect the chest and everything. So go ahead and give me a dex saving throw as this thing is careening towards you, and hopefully you'll be able to dodge it. Hallway with a nice pit.
I'm at the bottom of the pit.
We are going to roll initiative. And you would hear, like, just a thud down at the bottom of the pit.